Well, today, we're going to start with the ridiculous woke indoctrination of our nation's military. As it turns out, the U.S. Air Force Academy is now training cadets to not only use words that include all genders, but hey, stop using words like mom and dad.
Come on, Katie, that's offensive to some people.
I'm so sorry, not.
Mom and dad. And we're talking about the military here? We're talking about grade school. Oh, okay. A diversity and inclusion training by the U.S. Air Force Academy in Colorado instructs cadets to use words that include all genders, right? The slide presentation is titled Diversity and Inclusion. I thought the DIE or the DEI was just in public schools and academia and the university level, but apparently now it's the armed forces. So what is it and why we care? And what can we do? Advises cadets to use, quote, person-centered and gender-neutral language when describing individuals. Let's just look at that first slide there. What can I do now? We're talking about inclusive language, which 50 years ago, nobody cared. We just cared about defending a nation and our borders, but not anymore. What do people call themselves? When in doubt, ask. Include all genders. Katie, take it away here. I'm gonna get frustrated. Nonsense.
Well, the simple fact that if you're just listening to us, you can't see. But if you can see, there are how many bullet points in here that these people need to memorize? We can't just use the standard English language. We now have to make it so specific that our cadets for the Air Force has to actually understand that, you have to include all the genders, which include y'all, team, squaddies. Squaddies.
What?
That sounds very, well, hey, you're out there in battle. Squaddies.
Squaddies.
Squaddies. Come on up, squaddies. You can say everyone and folks. Oh, folks. But you can't say you guys. Well then. And then you can say a partner, but you can't say a boyfriend, girlfriend.
Oh, brother.
Probably can't say that either.
Yeah, you can't say, oh, brother. So parents, caregivers, instead of mom and dad, parents, you can say, at least you can still say parents, but the next one, not colorblind, or I don't see color, or we're just all people. In other words, all lives matter. You can't say that.
Well, wait. What if I am colorblind? Like, females aren't colorblind, but males, I guess, can be colorblind. What if
some guys are colorblind?
I can't see color? Like, literally, I can't see color. Leave me alone.
Do you see the way some men dress? Is this the military we're talking about?
This is the Air Force cadet training, and you cannot, in the Air Force cadet training, say terrorist.
Okay. I want to read something real quick before we run out of time. This is important. A friend of mine who I interview sometimes on Stand Up for the Truth podcast, her name is Cheryl Chumley. She writes for the Washington Times. And the title of her article is Air Force Goes Full Throttle Pansy. And she says, this past June, there was a headline that said, U.S. Marine Corps goes woke, celebrates Pride Month with rainbow bullets. And the U.S. military is facing the biggest recruiting shortfall. So there are a lot of consequences from some of this woke garbage, right? And political correctness and all that. And when you're trying to protect a nation from enemies who would like to kill us or damage or destroy America, this kind of stuff that the Biden administration is pushing is dangerous if you think about it on that way. And it says U.S. military is facing the biggest recruiting shortfall in decades. In fact, it's the first time the military recruitment has been this low since the military got rid of the draft in 1973. And she says, who wants to join the military out of patriotic pride, honor, and duty for America, only to be told such patriotism is racist? And one more thing, she says the White House needs to get serious about America's fighting forces, but quick. It's only a matter of time before governments hostile to America exploit the weakness of our going woke military branches. Pansies are for planting, not fighting. That's Cheryl Chumley at the Washington Times.